Welcome to our August 1st plant walk at Meeting House Farm. I'm Emily, I'll be your guide. Let's start right over here with Black Cohosh. So last time we took a walk, Black Cohosh wasn't blooming, and now she is in full glory, and the bees are having a party. They nestle in those little blossoms and get lots of pollen. They smell terrible. Like something dead. I can't believe the bees like them, but they do. So this is Black Cohosh. The root is what we're using. This little bit here is getting ready to bloom. This one is almost done, and we'll check out another Black Cohosh a little bit later. Let's go over here and look at our gorgeous Blue Vervain. Also beloved by pollinators, we have this really beautiful statuesque Blue Vervain in full bloom, really lovely, native to North America, native to the area. It likes to have wet-ish, moist feet, but not wet feet, and used primarily to help balance hormones. It's a nervine, and I just learned recently that you can also use the root. So I'm really learning and leaning into that and learning a little bit more about that, and I'll share that maybe once I do some more study. Come along. Down here we have our Calendula. So this row is really in full bloom and definitely ready to be harvested. It's really sticky. The flowers are lovely and full. It smells delicious. The bees are enjoying it, and this can be harvested every single day. And the more you harvest Calendula, the more you'll get, the more she gives. We are also limiting production this year at Meeting House Farm, and part of that strategy was to put in some squash and pumpkin plants because they're good ground cover and they keep the weeds down. So if we peek in here, you can see some of these huge pumpkins that are coming along. We're gonna have a lot of pumpkins. This will be fun. All right, continuing this way. We have Absinthe. We looked at Absinthe last time and it was not blooming. This Absinthe hedge is ready for a trim. It is blooming, so we'll come along and cut it at this point, and then it will look a little sticky for a few weeks, and it'll create a nice rounded hedge after that. The bloom is actually quite pretty and looks really nice in arrangements. You can see the little yellow bloom there with its silvery foliage. Just a really pretty plant, and also used medicinally, mostly for digestion. Here's Yarrow. Yarrow is pretty much past its prime now, and you can see this is really too late to be harvesting and drying for any tea or any purpose like that. We are not harvesting a lot this year, so we've just let this one go to seed, and it'll really replenish this row. Over here, we have an abundance of beautiful Echinacea purpurea, and really in its glory time. We are harvesting the leaf and the flower. This flower is just perfect for harvest right now. You can also harvest the leaves. You harvest the root after they've been in the ground for 3 years. And these are just stunning. They're beloved by hummingbirds and pollinators and bees and butterflies. It's a party over here for them and for us. I mentioned nettle last time. We had just cut it back. Right now the nettle is about 1.5 feet tall and pretty much ready for another harvest. So we'll be out here within the week doing a harvest of nettle. I want to show you one thing in our woodland garden. Come this way. We have all this beautiful Goldenseal that's really starting to take root here, and here is a Goldenseal that is in berry, and it's just such a lovely sight. I wanted to share that with you all today. So pretty. All of the others have already berried. We had one left, but really pretty, and we don't harvest the Goldenseal, we're just letting it establish. All right, back into the heat and the sun. I think we looked at Elecampane last time. We came through with these big, fabulous tropical leaves, but I'll also just point out how lovely the little blooms are. This particular plant, usually they're pretty tall. This one got knocked over by a big storm that we had, and so it's just laying out. All right, I'm gonna take a detour here. This plant laying on the ground is Codonopsis. Typically, it is a vine, and typically one might grow it up a trellis. This is being used as a ground cover, and it will be blooming soon. The little pod is here. So next time we're on a plant walk, we'll come and check it out and look at the blossom. Codonopsis is an immune support used primarily in Chinese medicine, and we use the root. Oh, let's not pass Anise Hyssop. Look at this stunning plant. So tall. It can be grown just for its beauty, but it's also really great in tea, and you can see how much the bees love it. They're just really enjoying these beautiful fragrant blossoms. Over here we have Wood Betony. The Wood Betony, this is in a part sun, part shade bed, and we've got lots of bees here. For harvest, you want to harvest the leaf and the flower probably right about now, and you can see that this bed is just really expanding. We are not harvesting Wood Betony this year from this farm. We're just letting this row establish. Quick check on our gorgeous lemon balm. It's blooming, and if you zoom in a bit, you can see these little tiny blossoms here on the plant. Bees do love this. And this is passing the prime harvest time at this point. Over here we have a really special plant, especially because we're in Maine. This is cotton, and I grow cotton mostly because I love cotton. It's such an amazing, beautiful plant. This is a particular variety that is native to the American South, and it's a red variety, and you can see that it has some buds coming. We'll check in on this one next plant walk as well. The foliage is just so beautiful, and the blossoms are beautiful. This is a member of the Marshmallow family, and the blossoms, when you see the blossoms, you'll be able to tell that. And Marshmallow is right across the aisle here. So here's Marshmallow, fully in bloom with her soft, beautiful leaves. You can see how tall Marshmallow gets. This is a member of the hollyhock family, and when we harvest, you can come over here and see these rows have been harvested. So we cut it down to about 3 feet tall, and then it starts to bush out. So you can see kind of how this has been bushing out. This is probably 2 weeks post-harvest, and then these have not been harvested. And again, Meeting House Farm is not harvesting as much this year. We're allowing the plants to rest and to really grow in strength. Let's take a look at this bee here in the Black Cohosh. They just wallow in Black Cohosh, and I love it, even though it smells. We've got a dragonfly on this one. All right, up here we have some more Blue Vervain, which we saw earlier, and we have a Teasel that's actually in blossom. Now, we talked about Teasel last time, but here you can really see how the blossoms start in the center and move outward. Here's another example over here. We've got the thistle where the blossoms have started in the center and move outward. These will be picked today, and we'll save these because they're fun. We don't use them for anything other than decoration. And then by picking it now, it will prohibit it from setting a lot of seed. Teasel can be invasive if not managed correctly. Let's stop here and just take a peek at the Spilanthes. Spilanthes is a tropical plant from Hawaii, and it's also known as buzz button. And our favorite initiation for any new herbalist or new person working on the farm is to have them taste one of these. It sort of buzzes your mouth. It's fun. And then we give them a glass of water afterwards. So this is our Spilanthes row. This will be harvested and used for both oil, and we'll also make it into an extract. All right, that's how we're looking as of August 1st. We look forward to seeing you again in a few weeks.